afternoon. I'm Rose from Grandma Rose's Open Pantry, and I think we've come up with a new name. It's called Ice Cream Creations instead of Ice Cream Experiment. Promise you like that name? Ice Cream Creations, because we do create a lot of this ice cream, I'm telling you. So we're going to spin today, and we're going to see what ice cream.
You're going to spin this time?
Yeah, Grandma, I'm going to spin this time. Promise it, Grandma, you hadn't got to spin it yet, and that's part of the fun. So I'm going to spin it, and we're going to see what kind of ice cream we're going to make. Cherry walnut. That's Promise's, one of Promise's favorite ice creams is cherry walnut. So that's what we're going to be making today. So I'm going to get all my ingredients together, and we'll be back with you in just a few minutes. I've got all our ingredients for our cherry walnut ice cream. Now this is not an experiment. I have been making this ice cream for probably, oh goodness, 10 or 15 years. It's just something I came up with one day, and the whole family loves it. It's one of our favorite ice creams, and it's one of Promise's favorite, and it's one of Roy's favorites for sure. And in our ice cream today, we're going to be putting 2 cups of heavy cream, like we do usually with all of our ice cream. Oh shoot, Promise, just hang on, just let the camera come over here. I forgot to get my bowl that I got to mix it in. I thought I had everything ready, y'all, but I didn't. So, okay, now I do. All right, that's 2 cups of heavy cream, heavy whipping cream, and 1 cup of whole milk. Now, to this, we're going to start off with 1 teaspoon of black walnut flavoring. And I think I ordered this one from Amazon. It's imitation black walnut. You can get the real, and sometimes I use it, but this is just what I ordered off of Amazon this time. And I'm not going to, since I'm putting black walnut flavoring in it, extract, I'm not going to put vanilla in it today. So we've got 2 cups of our heavy whipping cream. We've got 1 cup of whole milk. We've got 1 teaspoon of our black walnut flavoring. And now I have chopped up, I'm going to measure these cherries for you because I'm not sure how many cherries this is. This is 1/3 of a cup. And this is just maraschino cherries that we're using. So it's 1/3 of a little over 1/3 of a cup. So I'm going to put those in and stir that up. And I've got a 1/4 cup of cherry juice. I'm going to put that in. And look at this beautiful color. It makes the prettiest color. It's just like a light pale pink. And now I'm going to add this is 1/3 of a cup. This is 1/3 of a cup of King Arthur baking flour, which is a natural sweetener. So I'm going to add that in. And I think that's about everything. Let's see, our sugar, our flavoring, our milks, our cherries. Okay.
Our milks.
Yeah, our milks. This is a very, very simple recipe. Very few ingredients, but I'm telling you, when you taste of it, you would not know because it's delicious. So I'm going to taste. I'm going to let Promise taste. I think it needs more
walnut.
Walnut, it does. So I'm going to put
A whole
teaspoon, another teaspoon.
So 2 teaspoons.
So it's 2 teaspoons, yeah. And I'm putting 1/4 of a cup of our sweetener in it. So, because it wasn't quite sweet enough either. And I'll stir that up. And I've already got our little bowl out of the freezer. So,
Taste it.
I don't think it has quite enough cherries in it, promise.
Well, that's all we have, though, isn't it?
No, I got some in the pantry.
Should we add some more?
I think we are. Honey, will you go to the pantry and when you walk in up about chest level, I think you'll see a bottle of cherries. It's about halfway down. So I'm gonna taste this again. Oh, that's better. Okay, I promise. But it still needs a few cherries. Don't you think?
Wait a minute. I got a lot of sweetened. Like it was just a chunk of sweet, so I need some
Okay,
more.
all right. Let me get my whisk. Hold
Oh,
on.
yeah, all I got was
Yeah, let me get my
the
whisk.
baking sugar.
Okay. All right. So I can really stir it up good, whisk it up good.
But it did need more cherries.
Yeah, it does. All right. When Granddaddy gets back, we'll chop up a few more cherries.
And taste it.
All right, I'm gonna put a little bit more cherry juice. That'll give it some more cherry flavor. So I did not have any more cherries in the pantry. So what I did instead, I added another 4th cup of cherry juice. So in all, that's a 1/2 cup of cherry juice, a 1/3 cup of chopped cherries. But if I had had them, I'd put a 1/2 cup of cherries and a 1/3 cup of cherry juice. And I did add another teaspoon, so that's 1 full tablespoon of your imitation black walnut. Now, if you have the real black walnut, the extract, it won't take but like 1 teaspoon.
I thought you said you had 2 teaspoons of that in there. I thought you
I
first
put an extra one, so which makes a tablespoon.
I thought you put a teaspoon in first, and then you put another teaspoon.
And then I put another one. While we're off camera, I put another one.
Okay.
So that's a full tablespoon. But if
Oh yeah, I thought you were saying 1 teaspoon.
Oh no, But if you're going to use the real high test black walnut, be very careful with it because it's really strong. So I would start off with like 1 teaspoon and then I would add more to it because I'm telling you, you are going to want to make this recipe. So it's 2 cups of heavy whipping cream, 1 cup of whole milk, 1 tablespoon of imitation black walnut, or I would say 1 teaspoon of the real, a 1/3 cup of cherry juice, a 1/2 cup of chopped cherries, and in this one I've got a 1/2 cup of King Arthur baking sugar, which is natural sweetener. So I didn't put sugar in this one. So I'm fixing to put my paddle in. And Promise is going to give it a taste. One last taste. Okay, Promise. I'm going to let you get it, baby. That way we won't spill it in the transfer. Okay. All right, Promise is going to give it one last test.
That's really good.
Okay. We got it right now.
I still got a few little clumps of sugar, but that'll come out.
Yeah, as it makes, it'll grind that up. So, all right, I'm gonna put and all my cherries went to the bottom. I want to add nuts to this because it is black walnut. You can always use pecans. You can use, if you have black walnuts, you can add a few black walnuts to it.
We'll just one.
But I didn't add any today, so I'm going to put my lid on it. And in 15 to 18 minutes, we're going to have it. It's been 18 minutes and our ice cream is ready. And as you can see, it's still real frosted up, so it's still real cold. So I'm gonna get all this goodie off.
It's a pretty pink color.
Isn't it beautiful? Mm-hmm. Okay.
You've been tasting a little bit.
And I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. Yeah, Promise has been tasting a little bit.
You've been tasting.
I have. I always put that in the sink, but I'm gonna put it right there today, and we may
we'll clean it.
just lick that in just a few minutes. All right, I've got some bowls in the freezer, and I'm gonna take them out, and I'm gonna put some in this bowl. And it's real. It's just like all the rest of it. It's like, you know, kind of like soft serve ice cream. It's real. It's creamy. But what I always do is after we taste of it and have had a little bit, then I'll put it in a container and I'll freeze it for like an hour, and then it is the perfect consistency. Okay, Promise Rain. I'm gonna give it to you in the spoon, and you tell me if we got it right.
Mm-hmm.
We got it right, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let me taste mine. Look at that.
What a delight.
That's a bowl of deliciousness right there. That is so good. Now let me go over the recipe with you again, because I'm telling you, you are going to want to make this. It's 2 cups of heavy whipping cream, 1 cup of whole milk, 1/2 cup of either sugar or your natural sweetener, whichever one that you want to use, 1 tablespoon of imitation black walnut. You see Promise is getting hers. Or 1 teaspoon of the pure black walnut extract, 1/2 cup of chopped maraschino cherries, 1/3 cup of the maraschino cherry juice. And then if you want nuts, either pecans or, because the black walnut, even if you put pecans in it, the black walnut flavoring is going to make them taste kind of like black walnuts. So, but you can buy black walnuts in the grocery store. I just happen to have some in the freezer from a couple of years ago. So that is the recipe for our cherry walnut ice cream, and you are going to want to try this one. And Promise, honey, we didn't get the wheel ready for to put our next ice cream on our wheel, but we'll have it on there when we come back in a few days. So we're going to have another ice cream on the wheel. We're going to take our cherry walnut off, and so y'all tune in again and see what our surprise ice cream is going to be. And I'm going to tell you, we're going to really enjoy this one. So I love y'all. Subscribe, follow, like, and please share this video. And please try it, because it really is good. It's a good ice cream. So God bless. Until next time.